Why Khamzat Chimaev never fights. Khamzat is one of the UFC's biggest stars and the current middleweight champion of the world. But why does he never fight? Khamzat had one of the craziest come-ups we've ever seen, absolutely demolishing everyone in his path. And then getting on the mic afterwards and saying he's going to kill everyone, he's going to smash everyone. It was absolutely terrifying. Khamzat made his UFC debut on July 15th of 2020, where he dominated John Phillips and submitted him in round 2 after taking only one punch in the entire fight. After that, he fought 10 days later, July 25th, against Rhys McKee, who he absolutely manhandled and beat with a TKO in round 1. And then 57 days later, he fought Gerald Michart, where he knocked him out with a crazy one punch in like 17 seconds. Didn't take a single strike in that one either. Okay, so looking at the beginning of his career, he had 3 fights in 67 days, which is pretty fucking insane. Nobody really does that. And he's getting on the mic afterwards saying he's gonna kill everyone, saying he's gonna smash everyone, and everyone and their mother is scared as fuck. But then shortly after all this, he fucking dies of COVID almost. He's in the hospital for months. How bizarre is that? The scariest motherfucker can't beat COVID. COVID bodies him so hard that he takes a 406-day intermission before his next fight. And at this time, the Chechen leader and warlord Kadyrov, keep it pushing and we'll take care of you. In this fight, he does one of the scariest things of all time, picks a grown man up, brings him over to Dana, starts talking shit to everybody, slams him down, and puts him to sleep. After this, the whole MMA world is like, holy fuck. And they schedule him another fight against Gilbert Burns, the number 2 ranked welterweight in the world at the time. So 5 months later, he fights Gilbert Burns in an absolute war. The first time Khamzat ever looked human, but still, he beats Gilbert by unanimous decision and climbs to the top of the welterweight division. Because of this, he becomes a bona fide star in the UFC. So Kadyrov comes back, saying, let's fucking go, boy. Gives him a Maybach and a collection of luxurious watches. And that's only what's public. I know for a fact there's shit behind the scenes going on that we don't know. Maybe they're giving him houses, maybe they're just giving him money. But Kadyrov is making sure that Khamzat is paid. After the Gilbert Burns fight, Khamzat is finally headlining his own card against Nate Diaz at UFC 279. We all know how that goes. Khamzat ends up missing weight by fucking 10 pounds and starting a fight backstage. But because he's such a cash cow and at this point such a star with so much hype, the UFC works their magic, juggles the card around, and he ends up fighting Kevin Holland. He obviously mangles the fuck out of Kevin Holland, submitting him via a Darce choke in round 1 and literally doesn't take a single shot. So now he's coming off a win against Kevin Holland in a card that he ruined, in a fight that he took 0 damage in. "406 days. What the fuck was that dude doing for that long?" Anyways, 406 days later, he takes on Kamaru Usman, who stepped up a weight class on short notice to fight Khamzat. And he has yet another close fight. It went to decision and was somewhat controversial. A lot of fans thought if it went 5 rounds that Usman would have won. Shortly after, he gets UAE citizenship, which nobody ever gets UAE citizenship. It's an insane milestone for Khamzat. Now the dude is rich. The UAE government's going to take care of him. It's also rumored to be true that they gave him a house and a G-Wagon along with the citizenship. So at this point, he's got money coming in from the UFC, his sponsorships, Kadyrov, and the UAE government to win fights. We all know how this fight goes. He absolutely strangles the fuck out of Robert Whittaker, breaking his jaw in an attempt to get a rear naked choke in the first round. Absolutely fucking insanity. In front of the Emiratis themselves in Abu Dhabi. At that point, it was undeniable. Everyone knew Khamzat was next in line for the belt. But somehow, he waited another 295 days before challenging former champion Dricus du Plessis for the middleweight strap. He absolutely dominates Dricus du Plessis in what was a one-sided performance, getting 22 minutes of control time and landing over 500 strikes. And now it's been over 120 days, or 4 months, since he beat DDP to win the middleweight belt, and he doesn't have a fight scheduled. Why the fuck is he taking such long of gaps? What is causing these gaps? Especially when he was the guy who fought 3 times in 60 days at the beginning of his UFC career. And the answer? Money. Yes, the Chechen-born Khamzat Chimaev, who used to sleep in the gym, is now too rich for his own good. In every presser, he was going ham. Now he's calm, he's chill, he's humble, and he's rich. When you have all this money, you don't want to keep stepping in a cage, ruining your brain and your body and risking your life when you already have everything you could ever want. Now that he's middleweight champion, he's tossing around the idea of becoming a triple champ, going down to welterweight, winning that belt, and going up to 205 and winning that belt. All he wants is prize fights. He wants the most amount of money, and he wants to fight the least amount of times. Which, fuck no. No one, including the UFC, wants that. Him holding 3 belts, he already fights once every year and a half. Imagine he's holding up 3 divisions. How AIDS would that be? Dude is too rich. So yeah, my thesis is that these governments are paying him racks on racks to represent them, and he needs to continue fighting to get these compensations that he's getting. So he's taking fights once every fucking year, once every blue moon, just to keep his career active so that he keeps getting paid by the UAE and Kadyrov. I think that's why we don't see the fiery Khamzat we saw before. Now, he's still as dominant, he's still as good, but he's definitely losing his fire, and you can tell. Let me know if I missed something or if you think I'm fucking dead wrong in the comments below.